I think that their approach should be nobody on this roster is untouchable.
Yes.
You just lost in the play-in 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I don't get
you
what
just
you
had a 40-42 season followed by a 39-43 season.
Correct.
I don't think any of this is like as much of a mystery as people are making it out to be. Like AK and Billy and the whole front office, they got extensions after making the playoff one time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what this organization cares about.
As a sliding and falling apart 6 seed who lost in 5.
So like that's the agenda. To me, like that's all it is. I think they just want to make the play-in and they want to make the playoffs.
We're stepping on people's fun.
Sorry.
AK,
Hate to tell you.
shout out to AK, our pal, with a super chat.
Eat your vegetables.
$4.99 saying, looking forward to Bulls changes where Caruso or 6'4" guards are not playing power forward. So, okay, and that's the thing, and I think that's why a lot of Bulls fans were getting their jokes off this weekend, and rightfully so, about how, hey, AK promised change. Here's some change. We said goodbye to a couple assistants on Billy's staff. We brought in a couple new ones that have legitimate pedigree. You know, like Unseld Jr., as Billy reportedly wanted, head coaching experience. Yeah. Dan Craig, incredible come up in the Miami Heat Riley Spo system. Legit started in the Heat film room where Spo started himself.
Go to the Bulls.
Those are nice. What Bulls fans wanted when they got to the end of this miserable, insufferable, godforsaken mediocrity hamster wheel season, part 3, was changing the head coaching chair. And more importantly, in my opinion, changing this goddamn roster that's broken and doesn't work. So I'm sorry. If the big changes that AK finally admitted needed to happen are new assistants under Billy, I am going to find a way to launch the Sears Tower with a trebuchet at the United Center, because that is bullshit.
That sounds impressive.
If that happens, you know who did it.
Yeah, seriously.
But look,
I'll turn myself in. Yeah. Bulls fans, y'all got my bail money?
you obviously put that in a way that only Matt Peck could.
Yeah.
But I don't disagree with it. Like, but this is also the beginning, right? This is teams aren't making trades yet. The draft hasn't happened. Free agency hasn't started. Like, they can't make roster construction moves yet. And I'm not saying that they don't need to, because they definitely need to. But like, this is where they start. Is this enough? Absolutely not.
No.
Am I skeptical that they're actually going to do anything?
Sure.
Absolutely. But this is the start. And I guess we'll just have to see how it goes from there.
Sorry, Beck, you're gonna stay in there. Yeah.
Are you talking about
no bailout.
Jail when I'm arrested?
That's exactly. He said no bailout. Sorry.
Or this inner torment and hell that I live in every day as a Bulls fan. Because I think I'm stuck there too.
Sounds like that would be a major. That would have been a major crime, and there's no bail for that if you launch the Sears Tower at the United Center.
First of all, the fact that
I almost guarantee
he's going to take is impressive. If he gets that, I might applaud him for coming up with that kind of money.
Applaud, but no bail money.
I'm imagining him.
You raise millions of dollars.
I'm imagining
you got your own damn bail money. What are you talking about?
He's a supervillain. He's climbing into this massive crane machine to launch the thing, and he's like,
money?
"Nah, you finally pushed me to do it this time, Jerry."
He pushed me. Now's my chance.
They didn't think I would do it.
He'll just be dragged away screaming, "Sell the team! Sell the team!"
Carlos A saying, "Oh, here comes Joey with the logic." Yeah,
rare. It's a rare role for me to be playing on this show.
That's very true.
About the guy that's got a brother collects thumbs.
Yes,
it's good though. I appreciate the logic. You're right.
Will is very happy.
I needed to be sedated back into my seat for a second there. Gio, we're about out of time, but Gio with our last comment saying, AK probably thinks with these assistant coaching changes, he can get more out of this roster. Running it back and forth time, you can bet on it. And that is my fear, and I think it's a lot of Bulls fans' fears, because the question of can a couple of different assistants under Billy actually implement different and better systems, offensive and defensive schemes, and styles of play with the same group of players? And I know that some Bulls fans think that answer is yes. And they were saying, all Billy does is chew gum. He's the worst coach in the league. Fire him. We should be getting better results out of this roster. And I was sitting here all season long saying, oh, Reginald, I disagree. So if Billy can't get much more than that out of these guys, what are two assistants under Billy going to do?
Nothing.
Correct.
And that's gonna.
But the other thing is, as we've talked about before, they can't just run it back. They're not going to.
That part, they have no choice.
They have to make some changes. It's just a matter of how much. And
Graham
do they
don't want to
try
pay that tax for a 9 seed.
Yeah.
The way it go, Matt.
But like,
either way it go, we got to see some change.
I mean, because they're basically putting ownership in a position of like having to decide between making the play-in and paying the tax.
Exactly.
Which do you choose?
Both? Can it be both? Cannot be both.
Excellent.
Next time, catch it.
We all silly like the mayor.